Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk for a story that was presented to us first back last month in December, and I avoided it because it was a very touchy topic out there. Now we have more of a standpoint, especially from Twitch, and how they're going to treat people with Tourettes Syndrome on their platform. I think in a very, very important case here involving sweet Anita. I will link her stuff as well as her video explaining her condition and the instance that of course brought all this to the attention down below. She does an amazing job explaining her circumstance with both Tourettes Syndrome and her tic, which caused her to say the N-word now several times on Twitch stream, obviously putting both her and Twitch in a very, very weird circumstance where a disability caused her to say something she did not mean. And a lot of people out there, at least a far few, I should say, some very vocal few out there over the past month were a bit concerned why Twitch was not banning someone who was saying the N-word. Now, ever since then, a lot of those people have actually changed their minds with her explanation of Tourette's Syndrome and what she actually has with it, that being coprolalia. Now, I probably mispronounced that, but on screen for all of you, and again, she explains it several times over as to why her tic caused her to eventually say the N-word. It's not something that was top of her mind. It's not something she wanted to say. It's not something she actually is suppressing. In fact, it's something that, yes, is in her vocabulary. Just like you and me, I'm not saying she said this word before on purpose. I'm saying vocabulary as in you and me, we know the word, right? Your mind knows just about, I would say, a lot of words out there, the N-word unfortunately being one of them. And she even goes on to explain the very unfortunate circumstance when she is put under pressure and this word all of a sudden becomes all the more prevalent in the back of her head because she doesn't want to say it. She is trying to avoid saying it. That means under her condition, when she has this tic, she's all the more likely to say it in some circumstances. It's a very, very difficult situation, and I highly recommend you guys go watch her video because it makes you feel so utterly bad for someone with this disability, with these tics, and all the more pressure she undergoes as a Twitch live streamer. It is super, super sucky of a situation to be in, but luckily this time around, we think we have Twitch on their standpoint. You know, luckily enough, we don't really see Twitch respond too many times, at least with direct responses. On this case, we do have Twitch staff, and of course, their choice to not ban her, pretty much saying Twitch is actually going to stand up for people with Tourette's Syndrome. And again, a very, very weird case. Does this mean people with Tourette's can say whatever they want? No. Doesn't mean people with a tic can say whatever they want. Again, we're walking the line of a very weird time in gaming and esports and streaming platforms of what they can and cannot allow.
I think it's important to try and turn every negative experience into a positive, and I could get really upset. I read the comment section. There were a lot of people who were really angry and thought I should be banned. There are a lot of people who think that the N-word is in your vocabulary, so that means you must on some level be a racist. And it's like, the N-word is on everyone's vocabulary. We all know what the N-word is. We all know that that is a word, and so does my Tourette's. Doesn't mean it's something I believe or feel about anyone. And people just don't understand, and sometimes that can be hard. But rather than fixate on the negatives and, you know, fixate on the people being abusive, I'd rather use it as an experience that I build something positive from. And I don't really need to do that with my attitude because it is building something positive. Lots of people are reading through the comment section saying she has Tourette's Syndrome, it is this, I know people with the condition who behave in a similar way or don't, it's diverse. No, they can't stop it from happening, you know, all this sort of stuff.
And most recently, it was actually Dale Cruz of Twitch staff saying to other people with TS they are welcome and have a home here at Twitch. And given the fact that Anita, after several times during a tic saying the N-word has not been banned, I'm going to say, guys, safely assume that if you are undergoing a tic, yeah, you can say some things because it does not mean you're innately racist. It does not mean the words you do say under a tic are actually things you want to say. And several people out there have proven it. And Anita speaks on this, and she has the disability herself and therefore has the right to speak about what it actually does entail, even gives factual backing as to what it does entail, unfortunately enough, as a public live streamer. And it makes you all the more especially feel really bad for her. You know, undergoing, not only do public streamers all the time slip up, this time around it's not something she can actually control, which is the scariest part about it. But luckily enough, here we are at a time, especially when it comes to the biggest streaming platform out there, they have made their unofficial stand. I would really enjoy if they had made some clarification because I think it's very, very possible in the future we run into this issue again with other people with TS and have their tics and maybe say something a bit more drastic or extreme. This certainly will be an ongoing issue and hopefully an ongoing fix and resolution to all these issues will be made by Twitch. Unofficially, as of right now, it seems they are standing with people with these tics and with Tourette's Syndrome. And luckily enough, someone like Sweet Anita has actually posted such a good piece of content out there for all of you guys who want her explanation of her side of things. She also uses clips of other streamers out there to explain their reactions and how they see her as a person as well. It seems that Twitch is now standing with people with TS. We'll see what happens with this in the future, guys. Again, all of Anita's things will be posted down below for all of you. What do you think about this? Until next time, breaking down gaming esports news here every single day, all day long. For once a time in a long time, Twitch has seemingly done something good.